Hi dear friends, I haven't done a video in a while. Today's video, I'm going to talk about some fairly big changes I'm doing in the business and going to talk about growing pains. I'll try to leave the personal chit chat to the end. So my name is Misty. I am a auction channel. I'd rather call it a sales channel. Online shopping. I have a YouTube channel. And on here, I do share about the good, bad, and ugly of starting a little business from the ground up. In this case, it's reselling, things I'm learning, mistakes I'm making, things you go through in dealing with a big audience of people, things like that. And I do share personal things such as being a woman going through menopause and on a journey to learn how to love myself. And I share about those things. Right now, you see that red bridge line over my nose? I can feel it. That's from my CPAP mask. So I am kind of in my lounge clothes, kind of waking up, thinking. I got an email this morning that put me in my place, not in a bad way. It was just what I needed. It was just what I needed from yesterday, because yesterday I got a little emotional in my Friday jewelry sale. If anybody was there, you know about it. Thank you for your kindness and your support and understanding. But I guess I do have to say this is a personal thing right off the bat, but y'all don't know this, but I went on a medication about a week ago that it's a hormone for heavy menstrual bleeding. Very bad and very heavy. And that's worsening, and just so much going on with my health as far as a woman goes, and the reproductive parts, and getting older and things changing. So I was put on something for that heavy bleeding, and she did tell me watch for the mood going like that, which I already wrestle with sometimes. So it came to me like as soon as I woke up this morning, I'm like, don't take that pill anymore, because I couldn't figure myself out yesterday. Why I started just crying and being upset. And I set yesterday's sales video to private. I just didn't even want it to be seen. But yeah, I'm going to stop taking that medication. I guess I'll just deal with that, because I don't know enough about hormones. I don't know enough about all that stuff. But it's a big, bad thing to have to wrestle and deal with. It really is. So anyway, yeah, I did want to apologize for that, but I don't know why. That's another thing. My husband's like, Misty, why do you say I'm sorry all the time? I don't know. I think it's a habit. And I did share that I've wrestled with my whole life, feeling like everything's my fault. Like I'm the blame. If something goes bad, it's my fault. And y'all, it could have nothing to do with me, but I feel like everything's my fault. Now, isn't that somewhat of a egocentrical thing? Like, do I think the world revolves around me that much that everything that goes wrong comes back on me? I don't understand it. This is something I've got to think about and look into about myself. But I want to be gentle and kind with myself on it, unlike I've always been. I want to do that because I don't know what that's about. Do y'all find yourself apologizing for everything? I shouldn't have to. And like I said, I think it's just habit. But anyway, to the business, I did that backwards. I said I wasn't going to, but I was just kind of venting to the business side. My Friday jewelry sale has not been going well. And, you've got a lot of competition online. You've got people that has been having their channel for a lot longer than you. Is just more popular, more mainstream. People just know to go there. So many other factors, many other things. I don't know a lot about jewelry. I'm not a connoisseur, a collector, a lover of it. That's never been my specialty, though I do pat myself on the back for all that I've learned in the past year. I do. A lot. And enough to be able to sell it. And many times I depend on the jewelry to sell itself, because it can. And it can speak itself, you know? And it has its own, like, aura to it, and its own special little thing, you know, the artist's work is in it, and it'll speak to the collector. They can recognize it a mile away. So a lot of times I'm depending on those who come to know what they're looking for, know what they like. See, me, I'm drawn by my eye. Whatever, I'm drawn to things that are very different than everyday run-of-the-mill items. And when a lot of jewelry passes through my hands, it all runs together for me. And I don't mean this disrespectfully. I'm telling you my point of view from not a jewelry collector, not a lot of knowledge in it. I just know when I handle it, I remember when I first started, I thought if I got sterling silver, oh wow, I'm doing good. But even the sterling silver, that precious metal, it runs together, and unless it's a different and unique, and for me, I like big and loud and gaudy, because I am that kind of girl, and I need that kind of jewelry and car and purse. I need big, grande. But anyway, I haven't been going the greatest. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about what to do. I am going to be going to listing online, and I'm thinking about doing listing online with my jewelry. And I could go more into that. Hubby's going to be helping me because the opportunity's arising for him. In the summer, his tutoring business drops off significantly. He will do about 1/3 of the normal business he does during the summer. And that we know that comes every year. So in order to supplement the loss of the income, he's going to be doing listing for me, learning about it, doing it, and he can see it and do fine with that kind of mundane work. Whereas for me, it's very hard. So I'm thinking about jewelry there, and just stick with, I'm thinking about doing my clothing Friday, Saturday, whatever days I work, do clothing and accessories. Yeah, I'm thinking about becoming a full-time clothing channel. Because even when I come on with jewelry, people are like, I can't wait for clothes. And what about that piece behind you? Or could we look at clothes? And I don't know, it doesn't make any sense why I'm like, oh, I want to show my jewelry. When they're wanting to go to clothes, you got to do what your customers want. You got to go, and organically, the viewers and the audience and the customers of my channel are turning me into a clothing channel, which is fine. I enjoy it. I do. I really do. And we do need clothes more than we need jewelry. Now, some people might argue that, and that's fine. But, yeah, I think I'm going to go full-time clothing here on the YouTube channel. And you got to roll. You got to go with the flow. You've got to adjust. And at the same time, you need to be able to foresee. One of the big things I need to foresee is issues that will arise. And when you're going into it knowing nothing, starting scratch off the ground with something, you know, a lot of your time you'll spend reacting to what happens. Whereas I'm trying to get ahead of the game. So one of the newer things I'm doing, and I'm going to finish up because I don't want to keep rambling too much, is any new customers beginning today are on instant pay. I'm not setting an amount until I say, you know, I want to offer you to be able to pay your invoice weekly. And how I'll do that is if they win a bid in the auction, they'll send payment over immediately, like that. And then weekly, I'll tally up their ship cost based on items purchased, send them an invoice for their ship cost, and mail their items right out to them. I'm going to have to do that. I'm having too many new customers to register and order and have a great time doing that. Even winning an item over maybe a loyal, long-time customer and then not paying the bill. So I'm going to be doing instant pay for new customers. You know, maybe it'll be 1 sale, 2 sale. I don't know. I'm not going to limit myself until I feel you know, I've got a little bit of trustworthiness and a good feeling, a good little payment history between me and the new customer. And then they can have that luxury of paying weekly, because it is, you know. So we'll be implementing that. And let's see, anything else? I don't know, y'all. It's not easy, you know. I think a person that's doing a good job in whatever they do will make it look easy. But at the end of the day, it's really not. And anytime you're dealing with other human beings and interacting, let me know if you've ever worked in the public. Have you ever dealt with people on a large volume? It can be hard. You know, you're dealing with multiple different personalities, different issues, different attitudes, different backgrounds and ways of life and everything. But I'm choosing to stay strict about it, and none of that comes into play. It's just, I've got my policy, adhered to it, and everything's just fine. It just can be difficult. It can be stressful and overwhelming. And my mom's coming in 3 weeks. I feel like I need to take, you know, a week off. Though I will be doing a sale with her because I want her to be with me in a sale. I'll probably take a week off. My nephew's graduating, and spend time with family, and hope that isn't stressful. And you know, it can be anytime, but yeah, I feel a little overworked. I don't know, overworked, underpaid. So I love you. Thank you for listening. Please give me a thumbs up. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Basically, I just wanted to give the updates, be open, share. I'm very transparent. I have nothing to hide in this. I'm trying and succeeding, failing, making mistakes, trying again, all in front of everybody, like a glass, and I'm behind it, and it's me, and that's all there is. And I'm just sharing it, partly from my journal, and, you know, who knows? I think this job and this practice and what I'm doing here is more than just about selling clothing, selling jewelry, and starting a new business. I really believe it's a place to connect with many, many different people, and hopefully serve them well and do good on the opportunity that comes up for me to do good to them. You know, make a positive difference. Kindness is very powerful. So I love y'all. Leave me some feedback, a comment. Let me know what you think. I appreciate your positivity. And I will see you tonight, Saturday night. I have got a plethora, all different sizes, all different items, great things for tonight for you. Can't wait. Love y'all.